There is a reason you are watching this right now. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, tonight. Something unseen, something eternal pulled your attention to this message. You may think you clicked randomly, but deep inside your spirit, you already know. This is not random, because there are moments when heaven grows silent for everyone else and speaks directly to one soul. Tonight, that soul might be you. So before you go any further, pause, sit still, and listen carefully. Because what you are about to hear are 4 words God told someone to deliver tonight. 4 words, simple, short, but dangerous to ignore. Because these 4 words have changed destinies, exposed hidden sins, and awakened souls that were already drifting toward darkness. And if your heart begins to beat faster while listening, that may be your spirit realizing something your mind is trying to resist. Many people scrolling through videos right now will never hear these words, not because they are hidden, but because their hearts are too distracted to listen. Tonight, the noise is everywhere. Phones buzzing, voices shouting, opinions everywhere. But heaven does not shout. God whispers. And those whispers are only heard by people who stop long enough to listen. So listen, because these 4 words were not given for entertainment. They were given as a warning. You may feel comfortable with your life right now. Maybe everything looks normal. But spiritually, many people walking this earth are closer to danger than they realize. Not physical danger, eternal danger. People laugh, they work, they make plans, yet inside their soul, something is slowly fading. Their sensitivity to God, their hunger for truth, their awareness that life is fragile. And tonight, someone listening to this message has already felt that emptiness. You tried to ignore it. You buried it under distractions. But when the room becomes quiet, that feeling returns. A whisper asking, "Is my soul truly safe?"
Now here is the strange part. Before this message was prepared, a moment of silence happened. And in that stillness, 4 words came. Not loud, not dramatic, but clear. And those words carried weight. The kind of weight that makes your spirit pause. The kind of weight that feels like someone just turned a light on in a dark room. Those 4 words are about to be spoken. But before you hear them, you need to understand something. These words are not meant for the crowd. They are meant for the person whose heart begins to feel uneasy right now. Because sometimes fear is actually mercy. The 4 words. The 4 words are simple. Return to me now. Not tomorrow, not later, now. Because God does not always repeat a warning forever. There comes a moment when the invitation becomes a decision, and the decision becomes a destiny. Deep conviction. Think about your life honestly. Are you drifting away from the voice you once listened to? Are there habits you know are slowly weakening your soul? Secrets no one sees? Choices you justify? Moments when your conscience spoke and you told it to be quiet? Most people silence that voice long enough until they stop hearing it. But tonight, that voice is speaking again, and it is saying the same 4 words. Return to me now.
Because life is fragile. People leave this world unexpectedly every day. Young, old, healthy, busy. None of them expected that day to be their last. And the question no one likes to ask is this: if your life ended suddenly, would your soul be ready to stand before God? This is not meant to scare you for entertainment. It is meant to awaken something your spirit already knows. Your soul is not temporary. It is eternal. And ignoring that truth does not erase it. The mysterious pull. Some people watching right now feel a strange pull inside. You cannot explain it. Part of you wants to keep listening. Another part of you wants to scroll away quickly. That tension is not accidental, because truth often confronts us before it heals us. And when the soul hears truth, it becomes uncomfortable. But that discomfort is actually a doorway. So here is what you must do tonight, not tomorrow, tonight. Find a quiet moment, no music, no phone, no distractions, and speak honestly to God. Not religious words, not memorized prayers, just honesty. Tell Him where you drifted. Tell Him what you regret. Tell Him you want your soul to come back to Him. Because the most powerful prayer in the world is not a perfect one, it is an honest one. The warning. But listen carefully. Many people feel spiritual conviction and ignore it. They say, I will deal with this later. Later becomes next week. Next week becomes years. And suddenly, life is almost over.
The most dangerous lie the human mind believes is this: I still have time. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. No one knows. That is why the message was not, return later, return someday, return when convenient. The message was, return to me now. Imagine standing before God one day and realizing you ignored the very moment that could have changed everything. The moment when heaven whispered and you heard it. Moments like this are rare, and when they happen, they are invitations. So if this message reached you tonight, do something simple. Pause the video after this ends, close your eyes, speak to God, and choose the direction of your soul, not based on fear, but based on truth. Because every soul eventually answers the same question: who did you choose to follow? Before you leave, remember the 4 words again. Write them down if you must. Carry them in your mind tonight. Because sometimes the shortest message carries the deepest meaning. The 4 words were never meant to entertain you. They were meant to wake you up. Return to me now. And if you felt something stir inside your spirit while listening, that may be the moment your soul recognized the voice it has been missing. Listen carefully tonight, because sometimes God only whispers once. If this message reached your soul tonight, subscribe to Salvation Psychic. More messages like this are coming, and the next one might reveal something your spirit has been trying to understand for a long time. Until then, stay awake.